Hey guys, it's your favorite 18-year-old homunculus. I've actually began my transformation into a full whiteoid. So, I'm here to celebrate by making another video. Spending a whole week making another video on top of my 11-hour shifts at a warehouse. Sucks. But in my free time, I've spent it doing this. So please let me know I didn't waste my time. It took me several hours to do this every day for a week since I uploaded my last video, which was this long ago. The audio is being recorded the 29th of March. So the first Papa Louie game actually came out in like 2006. And it wasn't Papa Louie's Pizzeria like a lot of people think. It was actually Papa Louie when pizza attack. At least according to my degree in Wikipedia. Thankfully, with the support of Flashpoint, I could actually play these games and give fair reviews. So, I'm not playing the Papa Louie games themselves. I'm playing the Papa's series, not the Papa Louie series. So, Papa Louie 1 when pizzas attack, when burgers attack, and when Sundays attack are not being touched. They are way too long, and I was way too excited to finish this video.
Don't stop, say the N-word.
Roy begins his day by driving way too close to that brick wall. He walks in, turns on the lights, arches his back, and moans out the name
Papa Louie.
but doesn't get a single reply. Walks up to the register, realizes Papa Louie left a note on the counter. The note reads, "Roy, time for another adventure. Run the pizzeria while I'm gone. Dash, Papa Louie." And then I also had the courtesy to draw myself. With no time to really take in this information since there's already customers waiting for pizza at 6 in the morning, he has no choice but to open up the shop. In Papa's Pizzeria, there's 4 stations. There's the ordering station, the topping station, the baking station, and the cutting station. Which, the cutting station has this weird delay on it. It kind of grinds my gears, and I wanted to throw that out there. I know it's an old game. It's just as old as I am. And, the cutting has a weird, like, little off part where it doesn't cut exactly where you want it to. So, you see throughout the whole video, I don't get it right a single time. Your first customer, Roy, walks in and asks for a half cheese, half pepperoni pizza cut into 4 slices. Now, personally, I don't think I could ever eat a pizza with only 4 slices. Especially these big pizzas. But hey, Roy's just a whole different beast, I guess. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm only going to be playing through 5 days of every game. And I think I missed 5. I think I actually hit 4 in some of these because I just got so tired of playing them. There's so many that I don't like. But, you know, what are you going to do, huh? Also, at the end of every 5th day, I'm going to try and do something funny. Like this one. I write on someone's pizza, you, in anchovies. And I think that is unbelievably funny. My childish little self finds it funny that I write you on someone's pizza. I also really like the style of this game specifically. I like the style of everyone. But this one's getting a solid 8 out of 10. I like the little cup on the pause screen. I like the colors. I like the way that the characters walk. It's really funny to me. Papa's Burgeria starts off with Marty getting a lucky ticket, which ends up being a map in the mail. It's like gold, so he thinks it's fancy. He meets Papa Louie there, and it's just the Burgeria, and he just gives him a job. And that's the beginning. In Papa's Burgeria, you have 3 stations. You have the order station, the grill station, and the build station. And the build station is probably the funnest of all of them. Also, I wanted to point out that these burgers have grill marks, even though there's no grill. This is a flat top. I really have no gripes about Burgeria. It's actually really good. It's the perfect second installment in the line of, like, Papa Louie games. First, you start off with pizzas, and then you go to burgers. How iconic can it get? On the 5th day, I give him the cum stack burger. Honestly, Papa's Burgeria gets an 8 out of 10. That's really high, at least for my taste. It's just so fun. It's iconic. It's fun. It doesn't do some of the bullshit that the later games play. You know, it's not too complicated. It's very simple for people who don't really want to get in the games. So, honestly, just great. Papa's Taco Mia, which is the third installment in this series, begins with Mitch waiting outside and camping for like a contest, a taco eating contest, in which he just obliterates everybody else. Like, it's not even close. From sunup to sundown, he's just munching tacos. And his reward for all this, he gets a trophy. So cool. And a job. Papa Louie loves just signing people up for jobs and dumping weight on them, which has to be illegal. In the Taco Mia, you've got 3 stations: the order station, the grill station, and the build station. On the 5th day, I give him that taco from Turbo. Editor AJ, roll the clip. In Papa's Freezeria, the 4th installment, it's Ricardo. I think his name is Ricardo. I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to look. Is promised this perfect job with like on an island of like 12 people, right? And then he's shown around, and eventually Papa Louie leaves as a boat, a ship, comes and drops off like 1,000 people, and apparently Papa Louie forgot to mention that he's a world-renowned chef, Papa Louie guy. So Ricardo's in for a treat. In the Freezeria, there's 4 stations. There's the order station, the build station, and the mix station, and then the topping station. Every time I see the mixing station, I remember that like army soldier, that general that was trying to teach SpongeBob how to make a milkshake, and he ended up like becoming a nugget at the end. In case you guys didn't know, I love milkshakes. Milkshakes are my favorite item to eat, like to drink, I guess, but they're heavy. They're really heavy. Imagine how inconvenient it would be if you had to like perfectly time your button pressing to get an order right. That's what all of the people that work in the Papa's establishments have to do. So if they mess up, it's like you have to be like a chef of the highest degree to manage to get that, or a Geometry Dash player to be able to work at these places. I actually don't think I ended up making it to day 5. I think I ended up getting off before I could ever reach day 5. So I don't think I have. Honestly, I really like this one. I like this. It makes me hungry every time I play it, which means you're doing a good job at making a food simulator. And so it's kind of middle of the road, really. It's about a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah. Let's split it into halves.
Shawty bad, and she fine. Fucking with me, let me change your life.
I've lost count of what we're on. I think we're on the 5th game. This is the Pancakeria. This one revolves around Cooper, and Cooper gets a job at the Pancakeria. Cooper goes to go inside the Pizzeria, which isn't the Pancakeria if you haven't noticed, and his stupid, dumb, fucking cat decides to leave his car for whatever reason. Cooper comes back with a box simply labeled pizza, realizes that his cat's gone, and enters panic mode. A whole day passes, and he decides to start putting up posters with his lost cat named Cookie, a picture of her face, and a bunch of bullshit numbers and letters at the bottom. But then Papa Louie in his magic phone manages to get Cooper's number and calls him.
Hey, I've got your cat here, but she's being held captive and you have to work at my store just to get her back.
And just like that, he's thrown right into the middle of Papa Louie's garbage. At the end of this day, a guy comes in. I think his name is like Taylor. You know him. He's got those white like wired earbuds and stuff. I remember thinking that he was really, really cool as a little kid. Because I thought, oh, he's so Y2K. He's so older brother core. And then seeing that semi-charmed kind of life like edit on TikTok of him, and I was like, yeah, that cements it. He's probably my favorite character. There's a mini games option at the end of every night. It's randomized, and they've got Panchico. On day 5, I feed a crackhead on the side of the road a pancake that's undercooked, and it's got a dick-shaped banana symbol on it. She didn't like it. Up until some like later Papa Louie games, this was my favorite for a while. This is a really good one. I like pancakes. I like the pancake theme. I like the log cabin theme. It's really nice. I also just really like Cooper. Now for Papa's Wingeria, I actually really didn't like it when I first played it for actually forever. Until the last time I played it where I thought it was actually kind of fun. Even though I love wings so much. I decided to make my character Sasuke. Also, wait, before I continue, I completely forgot. When I first started recording this, I actually completely forgot to press record and missed out on all of like half an hour of me playing that game. All first 5 nights completely ruined. I didn't record. Look down at the bottom of my OBS. Huh, that's weird. There's no red dot. Yeah, it was really annoying. Anyway, Sasuke gets a knock on his door. Looks over, opens his door, and it's Papa Louie coming to come give him an expensive road trip, but don't worry, it's free! Sasuke takes a little bit off of hating his brother and being an angry, angsty teenager to start gambling. But unfortunately, all he wins is, the privilege to stay alive as long as he's working in the Wingeria. So Sasuke opens up his doors with a big smile. Now here in Wingeria, there's 4 stations. There's the order station, the fry station, the sauce station, and the build station. That sauce station is just straight bullshit. I don't know how at all you're supposed to get this perfect. I don't even get it down mostly throughout this whole gameplay. And if you mess them up, they kind of just look diseased. Also, Quinn, on the 3rd day, on Tuesday, why the fuck did you order 9 carrots on your... Who? You asked for 3 wings and 9 carrots. Who the fuck goes to a Wingstop and says, yes, can I please get 9 carrots with 3 wings? Are you a fucking horse? What do you want carrots on your wings for? I didn't even know how to, like, put it there. I didn't know how to plate it up. But apparently I did a good enough job to where she actually just liked it. And she fucked them wings up. Also, on the 5th day, I think I forgot that it was the 5th day, and I don't think I fucked up the guy's wing. But hey, here's a parade. What a sad parade. Anyways, Wingeria gets like a 5 out of 10. It's alright. It's alright, but it's not. I don't like it. It's like, out of all of them, I don't think I would pick that one. I like the kind of like Vegas theme. Kind of like how Dead Rising 2 was kind of like based around Vegas. So I guess that strikes that little part of my brain for me. But that's really all I get. And the fact that I love wings.
Who is this guy? He makes moves like McDonald's, right?
For Papa's Hot Doggeria, it takes place in like this stadium. So you got hella baseball fans coming up. Hey, can I get one wiener? So I thought it was appropriate to man the place with one man. John the Rapper. I don't have to explain why he's called John the Rapper. He's a rapper. John the Rapper goes to buy tickets to his favorite game, baseball. But that dickhead health inspector buys all of the last tickets, even though it's literally just him over there, leaving John the Rapper short on options. When he sees a rare instance of consenting labor in Papa Louie universe. And signs up to work at the Hot Doggeria. If I unmuted this gameplay footage, you'd hear me listening to Kanye. But anyways, there's 4 stations in this game. There's Order, Grill, Build, and Pop. And Pop is more of a Midwest thing, like you know how Midwesterners call soda pop. Which led me down a rabbit hole of wondering where they all come from. Apparently, Matt Neff is from Pennsylvania, and I couldn't find where Tony Solori's from, but I think it's from Cleveland, Ohio. But Flipline Studios, which is the people who makes this, are from Cleveland, Ohio. So they're like in Cleveland, Ohio. They're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Which is cool, because I could just take like an hour or so to drive up there. Up to where they live. Not live. That's creepy. To where they're based. And just drop off a box of mice. That gives us the possibility that this was based off of Skyline Chili, because there's a lot of chili dogs. And I honestly cannot accept that. So I'm going to block that possibility from my brain, because Skyline Chili is hot dog ass. I don't think I fucked up this guy's hot dog, because I think I also forgot about this one. But I really like his name, Pinch Hitwell. Boom! Here's another parade. I don't really like this one either. I like the gameplay, I guess, so it gets a 6 out of 10 also. So far we've had 8, 8, 6. Oh my god. Have I been keeping track? Have I been like giving them reviews every time? Alright, it's the next day and I'm still recording this. But I want you guys to hear this audio. Listen to this shit.
We're doing.
In this one, it's like a single lesbian mother of 4. But you can't type that out, so we just call her Slow-Mo and continue on. This is the Papa's Cupcakeria. The game starts with our character, Slow-Mo, crashing into Roy's car. Also, I didn't know that Ninjoy was just Roy's sister. I didn't know that. But she always had one of my favorite designs. Like, look at this. This is so fucking cool. After realizing Slow-Mo can't pay for the wreck, Papa Louie just points at the Cupcakeria and says,
You're gonna work there.
in the Cupcakeria, you have 4 stations. You have the order station, batter station, bake station, and build station, which I think that fucking build station sucks. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It took me forever just to get the icing down, and I don't think I even got it down. Like, here, I'm gonna show you one of them. Look at that. I'm huffing and puffing because my nose decided to clog. Well, look at that. It just looks like a tiddlewink of, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Also, the batter has like a tiny little delay, but you can get that down very quickly. I think I cleared it out after the 8th blowing my nose. Even though it kind of pissed me off at first that I couldn't get the icing down, I still think this is probably one of the funnest ways to top one of your, like, dishes in the game areas. I gave Mayor Mallow his million cherry cupcake. Personally, I'd be happy if I had a whole fruit tree of cherries. Thinking back at it, I should have just given him a million marshmallows, but I wasn't that clever. That's not my computer or the recording. It's just genuinely at that 1 frame per maybe. Anyways, scenery, gameplay, all of that shit gets it a solid 7 out of 10. Definitely one of the better ones, but, you know, it's nothing unbelievably remarkable. It lacks a lot of my favorite features from the later games. For Papa Louie's Pastaria, I decided to make the nerd emoji. Well, as accurately as I could. After a fat old couple gets engaged, actually has to find his way to get a reservation for the wedding. But the only one that he can get a reservation to is Papa's Pastaria. Which brings up the question, is this a bed and breakfast? Is your breakfast gonna be noodles and bread? Why are you waking up so early and wanting spaghetti? Where do you sleep in this tiny ass building? How come Papa Louie instantly showed up at his door? How come Ricotta Inn is just named after cheese? And how did Roy get in Venice? And the best question of them all, how the hell do you get an even sauce spread? I could not get a 100% on it at all. For Crystal, I made her a giant fuck you with meatballs and made a dick on her pasta, which prompted her to wag her finger at me like I'm a naughty little boy. Honestly, I don't really like the setting. I know Italy's beautiful in real life. It's just, I don't think it's very pretty over the video game form, you know? I think Arc Raiders pulls off Italy pretty nice. I do really like the server, like the fact that you can have like a waiter. I really like that. It allows me to do 2 characters instead of just 1. This one gets a solid 5 out of 10. It's average. I don't think I could ever, if I asked 10 people, ever get a response that says the Pastaria.
Let me speak to the people, Piccolo. Let me speak. No one's stopping you.
If you look closely, you can actually see that it took me 3 tries just to get this stupid fucking opening shot, so please be grateful. We're playing as Trunks in this one, because I saw the haircut and thought, man, that's so Trunks. Trunks gets a job at the Papa Louie establishment. I can't remember which one we're reviewing. I think it's the Donuteria. Just to get that jumping line pass, but it thinks shit's out. And now he's stuck with a donut job. In Papa's Donuteria, you've got 3 things. Should have been the Bakeria, but Bakeria comes later and it's my favorite. So there's gonna be bias. You have 4 stations. You got the order station, dough station, fry station, and build station. When you're frying, there's a tiny little baby little window between burning it and cooking it just right. So you gotta like staying on your tippy toes while frying. Also, in the build station, you have to stuff them first, or else you're not going to be able to stuff them later once you're done topping them, which I think is pretty stupid, but whatever. For my waiter, I just made it White Boy Carl. I saw the cornrows and thought, damn, that's so shameless, even though I've never watched a single episode. For the 5th day, I gave Crystal a cream-filled... Crystal has no luck when it comes to me serving her. Honestly, I didn't really like Donuteria. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bitch at me in the comments all you want, but this was a solid 4. 4. And I don't have to explain myself. Next up, we got Papa's Cheeseria, which is automatically one of my favorites. I love grilled cheese. And for the person helping us today, we got Gerard Way. Yeah, Gerard Way, yeah. Gerard Way has a show, performance, God, inside of the Cheeseria. And when he walks in to greet Papa Louie, he must live in Chicago or something, because he walks right back out and all of this shit's gone. Papa Louie didn't see him through the big ass windows. Apparently nobody saw them. I think at the end of the game there's something about it, but I don't remember if there is an end of the game or if that was just a lie or what it was. But he finds out that they were sold. So he's got to buy them back. Instead of contacting the police about it, he decides to get a job with Papa Louie. Boom. That's how Gerard Way's music career died.
Yo! Ah!
And for my waiter, who better than Will Smith? And for the 5th day, I decided to give Chester his chocolate fries and the tomato-nator.
Hey, look at those fags.
In this one, the 6'7" kid gets a job at Papa Louie's Bakeria. Now, I personally have a huge bias with this game. I love the Bakeria. It's my favorite. And that's by like a large stretch. I've gotten so unbelievably far in this game. It's unbelievable. Me and my aunt, before she died, were playing this shit all the time. Sometimes I just go back and just replay. Just because I love thinking about it. 6'7" kid gets baited into a fake job that's already shut down. And Papa Louie takes advantage of his vulnerability and offers him a job at the Bakeria. After the massive flop after 6'7", he just couldn't get any more money. So he saw that stack of Washingtons and he just folded. I don't know how these people eat whole ass pies. And for our waiter, we just got a normal guy named John. Someone who didn't go to college, sits in his room all day when he gets home. You know, he just comes to work for the money, doesn't really care about people's pies. Basically the kind of person you expect to be waiting a pie job. Bakeria. I was having so much fun I didn't even realize it was the 5th day and forgot to ruin Quinn's pie. This one honestly gets our only 10 out of 10. Nostalgia factor. All of the systems feel smooth. All 4 stations, the order, build, bake, top, all of those stations just feel so smooth. And I love it. 10 out of 10. I play this in my free time. Shortly after the shutdown of City Walk, Twang Lu Kim, I think I pronounced that right, decided to go work at Papa Louie's Sushiria. At first, he was just touring the place, but he did accidentally knock over one of those little, like, lucky cats and caused Papa Louie's Sushiria to shit out of luck and earn no money. Nothing but lints and flies in there. In this one, you've got 4 stations. You've got the order station, cook station, build station, and tea station. I think that build station is straight bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. There is no way that I can ever line up those little slices of salmon perfectly. Never. Never in my life. There's always one that looks like it's like got nothing in it. Or it's missing a topping. Even though, no, I just seem to have perfectly cut it in the one spot that it does not have anything. There's nothing really crazy or remarkable about this game other than like the roll. I really like that. I really like that you can make your sushi and then roll it and you could flip it if you wanted to. I like that. But I also don't like the tea station. I'm not gonna lie. Not because there's anything wrong with it. Actually, it's just fine. I don't really like tea like that. Like the boba tea. I don't really like it. My girlfriend loves it. I don't like it. I'm impartial to it. I didn't know that you were supposed to chew the balls, so I would just swallow the balls whole. Pause. For my server, I decided to get Jaden Smith on here, but instead of spelling it correctly or Googling it, I misspelled it and was just so confident that I spelt it right that I just continued along with the game. And it's not even the same black kid and older Asian guy duo. This is Tuong Lu Kim from did I say that right? That guy's from South Park. Jaden Smith played as Karate Kid. Not at all the same people. Then again, I haven't watched Karate Kid in fucking 8 years. So, it might be him. It might be. Please. Also, little side note. I love the designs of all these characters. Like, I would wear these shirts in real life. They really do got that shit on. Anyways, on the 5th day, I decided to give Dino full salmon sushi roll and a cup of blue. And for whatever reason, he didn't even, like, pay me. Not pay me, tip me. I'll give that one 6 out of 10. Yeah, 6 out of 10. It's great. It's unique. So, no, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 because of all those reasons. It's unique. It's not really that boring, but it does take fucking forever. For Papa's Scooperia, not Scooperia. Nope, wait, it is Scooperia. I was thinking of making Michonne from The Walking Dead because she's just so fucking cool. Almost as cool as Carol. But I think Carol has way more layers that make her just so badass. But it didn't seem to matter because last second I switched to Marge Simpson. Marge goes to New York City and gets scammed out of all of her money and her possessions and all of the stuff that she came in with. But instead of being kind and using his massive amounts of wealth and just flying her back home to Simpsonville, I can't remember where they're from, he instead just puts her to slave labor and says, hey, you can earn this back. You can earn your way home. Also, I really like this. Since I have like a big eye for plants and stuff, I really like plants and stuff. I noticed immediately that alliums are like a real plant. They're like a little purple bulb plant. And I see the allium name on the flower arrangement place right next door. I really like these ones. They're big and purple. Bow! Editor AJ, pop up a picture. Thank you. Sometimes they're like onions, but that's as far as my knowledge goes. Anyways, in Papa's Scooperia, you've got 4 stations. You've got the order station, dough station, bake station, and build station. Fuck the dough station. Oh my god. This actually sucks so much wang. It blows straight chunks. No matter how fast or slow you seem to do it, it's always way too fast. So when I scoop a cookie fast, it's not gonna be less than it was when I scooped it slow. It's actually gonna be less when I scoop it slow than when I did it fast. Also, in the bake station, there's a very tiny window where you can grab it. Where you can grab the cookie and it not be burnt or raw. It's so dumb. It gives you incentive to look at your bake station. Hey, my cookie's about to burn. Hey, my cookie's about to be undercooked. But I'm about to get it. All of my footage was all types of messed up, but I ended up making Homer Simpson be my waiter. On the 5th day, I have no idea what I did, because this video goes 1 frame per maybe, so I just genuinely can't tell if I messed up the cookie or if I messed up anything. But that's the last game. This one, I actually really liked it. As much as I complained about the build station and hot station, I loved this game. It honestly gets an 8 out of 10. This video took 2 fucking weeks to make. So please, actually, like and subscribe, bro. Please. Also, what's your guys' favorite game? I know you guys are gonna say like, oh, it's Jack Smith or it's the Papa Louie platformers. Those don't count. It's Papa Louie 3-1 Sundays Attack. That's the best one. You can't argue with me about it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.